what's up? It's your girl Ashley. I be ballin'. Today we got the WNBA season preview. It's about to get on and cracking. It starts tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm hyped. So much has gone on during the season. Um, and then the off season, it's been bananas. Um, I just want to say thank you to everybody who likes, watches my videos, shares it, comments. Thank you for all that. Also, I just did a WNBA draft recap, and be on the lookout for I'm gonna do a movie review on the Tubi WNBA movie called Shattered Glass with uh Mecca Gumake, Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones. And then I'm also gonna do a review on the ESPN documentary with, Caitlin Clark, uh, Kiki and Cardoza. It's called like Full Court. So I'm gonna do reviews on that. So be on the lookout for that in the upcoming, weeks. So yeah, that's my dog barking in the background. His name is Bambi. Shout out to y'all. But so obviously with the draft, that was the biggest draft ever according to views. Let me see the views. It was the most watched draft, 2.4 million. That was crazy. 307 increase. And then they said 36 million for the whole WNBA season last year. That was like a 27 increase. So that's dope. That's the highest figure since 2008. And so we have like 500,000 viewers watching, and it's constantly growing. Obviously, a lot of people are excited about Caitlin Clark. So she's going to be turning heads, getting more people into the game. Because we have a lot of, you know, hardcore fans, and now some of the casuals are coming in. I'm all for it. Do we need to market other players besides Kevin Clark? Yes, but I'm not mad at it, because the more the merrier. The more the merrier. I don't care if you're a bandwagon fan or been fans since for 28 years, right? The W. You know, I'm all well. Welcome to the channel. Now. So I'm gonna cover the East and the West. Um, let's start with the Sparks. Obviously I like Cameron Brink. I like Cameron Brink a lot. I think she's gonna be a good pro because of her rim protecting. Um, they have McDonald who is gonna have the reins, right? She's gonna have the reins to the offense. You know, I also like Jackson. So Rickea Jackson, I think Caitlin Clark's gonna win the Rookie of the Year, but I think, RJ, Lady Ball, she's gonna be at least I think she's gonna be like second. She's gonna be the runner up because I think she's very versatile. But also you have the Hamby, right? And you also have Stevens, so they have a lot of bigs, right? I think this is really great for the rookies in Brink and Jackson because you get to learn from the pros, right? You get to learn from them. Because Hamby, she's like a do-it-all, versatile forward. You know, she can defend on the perimeter and in the post, right? And so both of the rookies can learn, learn from her. Um, they also have a good veteran in Clarindo Don. I think she's gonna be good because I feel like rookies they need those vets. A lot of people are like push out the vets, but the rookies still need veterans, right? You know what I mean? So it has to be a balance. But yeah, I think Hammy is going to be a great mentor for Brink. She can rebound, she pass, right? She can defend, and bring she's already gonna come in. I feel like defense and rebounding it always translates better, you know, when you coming from a pro. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see how all those players mesh. But I don't think the Sparks are gonna be super good. Um, I just don't think they have enough talent. Especially since, Seattle Storm, they're another team that's gotten, you know, better. So that's another team that, is gonna be in the playoff hunt. And that's gonna take your place. So but the good news is the Sparks have a bright future, especially in their front court. The Storm, I'm so excited about this. Obviously, the super teams have become very big, right? Super teams. But I'm just so excited about Wnba and Gallery Diggins Smith. I'm so excited that they're two together. And then I was watching the press conference and they're like, oh, we've been wanting to play with each other for a long time. And I think with Drew Lloyd, I feel like offensively and defensively, they have a chance to be very, very, very great. Because Mecca Gumake, she is a do-it-all player, and she hustles, and the energy she provides, and I feel like she's underrated. Like people don't. Obviously, she's the president, all right, but I feel like she don't get enough credit, man. She don't get enough credit. She just don't. She made the game winner basket to win championship. And she, man, with the Sparks, I mean, there's nothing that she can't do defensively, offensively. She's just a very versatile player. I think I want to see how Sky does because she took a year off, and I feel like she's to come with a vengeance. Obviously, there's been a lot of chatter about the Mercury and her and Diane Taurasi and what happened. I think she's gonna come out for vengeance and she's gonna be like, yo, um, I wouldn't be surprised if like depending on how they take off, because the storm, I feel like since they don't have a lot of time, who knows, they might start off slow. And then in the second half they take over. I actually think they have a chance, like if the storm and Liberty or Aces, match up, you never know. Obviously, the Liberty and Aces are gonna have more experience and chemistry with the team they already have. But the Storm, I mean, look out, because Jewel Lloyd, she's got that Mamba mentality. Because it's all about mentality, and I feel like Sky and Mecca, they both got those attitudes, those will to win, and sometimes that's a big thing about in championship runs. Sometimes you have the talent, sometimes you have the physical ability, but do you have it up here? And I feel like this team is gonna have it up here. They're gonna be well coached. Oh, Jordan from last year, the rookie. I'm very interested to see how she breaks out in her sophomore year. I really like her, just the swag and the skill and going to the basket and the open court. They also got the rookie, Nika Mule. I think that she's another guard to look out for. She's a rookie. Um, she can really shoot the ball. But yeah, oh, they also have Easy. They also have Easy. I think that oh, I obviously like Easy. She's like a great rim protector, great shot blocker, great anchor, defensive anchor. So I feel like they have the chance to be really great offensively and defensively. Let's go to the Minnesota Lynx. Cheryl Reeves, he's a great coach. She's a great coach. Very experienced. That's why I kind of like, I kind of like that Reeves. They drafted Oh yeah, they drafted let me see your name. I hope I pronounce so if I don't pronounce these names right, don't get mad at me. I'm not the best with pronunciation. I'm not the best on it. Do not. Um, let's see. Alyssa Philly. Is that her name? Alyssa Philly. I like her versatility. Be able to play on the perimeter and down low. Like Reese, she gonna put, you know, um, Philly in best situations, for the team and herself. So I think that's great. Collier, she's definitely underrated. She's like a top 10, top 5 player. Great to build around. He's another underrated piece. I don't know if it's because her personality isn't like, but and during close games, she got it. We got Courtney Williams. Oh, and Natasha Hedemine. She actually went to Marquette. Shout out to Marquette. So these guards are going to be very good. They haven't had this level of good guard play since Lizzie Whaley. You know what I mean? So Williams, she can obviously score. She can playmate. She can set screens. But I was kind of surprised that her playmaking got better last year. So she's gonna be running the team very well. They have I hope I pronounce this right. Alana Smith. She's supposed to provide length, rebounding, and rim protection. And the Lynx Wolves. They didn't have that last year, but um, I think the Lynx are going to be slept on, but they're going to be in the middle of the pack, like maybe 20 wins. Obviously, I say they're underrated. Collier is underrated. Reeves is underrated, but yeah, I just feel like it's just a very tough league that's very packed. So they're going to be better, but not too much better. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Aces, I hope they can three-peat. I really hope they can three-peat only because, I mean, of the history. Like, we haven't had a repeat since Houston Comets did it. I think it'd be great for the league. Obviously, the Liberty and the Storm and other teams are going to have something to say about it. I think their biggest Um, I think their biggest problem is going to be health, because Gray, how's her foot? And, she was like eighth in minutes last year, and obviously they got it done without her, but they can't go the whole. And when you have a veteran team, miles on your body, that all plays a factor in things. Stokes even got injured, so how is she gonna do? Candace Parker retired. She retired. I was so sad when I heard that she retired. I obviously wanted her to play with the Aces more healthy, and so I thought this season she would play more healthy. But I think those injuries, kind of, set her back. Oh, also, I did a video about Candace Parker's retirement. Check that out too. It was like a honor and something to honor her with. We was watching all the highlights, high school to now, the aces. Angela Wilson, Defensive Player of the Year. They're gonna really need that because of Candace Parker not being there. She provided a lot of depth, and they played better with her. Kate Martin made the team. Shout out another rookie making the team. A lot of people are fans of her. Um, I mean, I pronounce this right. Megan Gus- Gustafsson. I think she's gonna do well because the Aces need better depth, um, and obviously they need versatility. But I feel like Becky Hammond. I'm a big fan of Becky Hammond. She's gonna know what to do. I think what he needs to do is like limit, the stars' minutes, so they can be fresh for the playoffs. But yeah, I think, I'm gonna just say MG. I'm gonna call her MG. She had a strong season last year, and I heard she did great in the Euro Cup. Um, and I heard her shooting has gotten better, especially from deep, like 35% last year, and then 50% overseas. So I think she's gonna be big, 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 big for the Aces. And I think Asia Wilson is gonna get an MVP because this is just. I feel like if you get voted out fourth place, like who did that? Like that was just rude. But I think she's gonna come out with vengeance. Also, Nike and Asia just announced that she finally gonna get her shoe. She's finally gonna get one. Fans have been like, why she don't got a shoe? Why she don't got a shoe? And like for me, I'm like, come on, bro. And then Nike was like, yo, you thought we would sleep on? And then they listed all of her accolades. And I'm like, yeah, y'all was sleeping on her. Like, but, Cheryl Swoops, was on a podcast and she was like, the shoe has been in the making for like a year. So it's, it's not just like it just got announced, right? It was in the making for a year. And I think she wants to do a whole line for men, women, and children, so it's gonna take time. So I'm finally she got one because you know if she don't get one, no one deserves one. Like also, it's the first black woman to get a signature shoe since Swoops did it, and that I'm like, yo, there's been Candace Parker, there's been Maya Moore. Like, yo, why is this? It should be the norm for black, women athletes getting their own signature shoe. So I don't know, like what's going on with that, but I'm just glad she got her shoe, and can't wait to see what it looks like. You know what I mean? Let's talk about Mercury. Oh, Brianna Reiner, her coming home book just recently got released, so that's what's up. And Asia released a book too. They're black girls. So books is coming out the woodwork. We're not just playing ball on the court. We could do multiple things, you know what I'm saying? But they got Natasha Cloud, and they got Copper. And I think that's gonna help their defense because their defense, well, it kind of sucks, basically. And I feel like Copper and Natasha, they're kind of like similar. Like they're, energetic. They about business. They gonna speak their minds. And I think that toughness and that, grit and grind, that's gonna help their defense. And of course, Grinder can protect and anchor the paint. And then those two wings is gonna just allow Deanna Sarasi to just, you know, not cover the best player, wing player, and just shoot, 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 and score, you know, get more goat points, you know. They got Rebecca Allen signing trade. That's gonna help their defense as well. As far as the wings, Enrique, shout out to Enrique Milwaukee. You know what I mean? You know, she's one of my favorite players. She had her best season last year. They obviously have Natasha Howard. They drafted, J.C. Sheldon. The rookies are gonna have to step up, like Lou Lopez and Stephanie Soares. Um, because Satu Sable, the unicorn. I hope I pronounced her name right. She had her best season last year, right? Most improved. She her nickname self-explanatory. I mean, she can do it all. She kind of reminds me of what Candace Parker was doing, and was doing since high school, um, being able to play in the post and the wing. And so more players are gonna have to step up because she's, gonna be playing overseas. So more players gonna have to step up. Oh, they have Maddie Segris, the third pick, and I didn't watch Athletes Unlimited, but I heard she was, she really played well, so she's gonna be a corn punch for wings. So more people are gonna have to basically step up in Satu's absence. I heard she was slashing. Um, oh, let's see, another player, Jalen Brown. I hope I pronounced her name. She's another big wing that I feel like is gonna help them out. Um, Spot up, run the floor, do all the little things. Let's go with the East, the East and the East. Let's go. Sky, obviously, people are so excited about Chicago Sky with Teaspoon in the building. Teaspoon, yum, yum, yum. Um, they drafted Angel Reese, Angel Sky, get it? Yeah, but they also got Miller Cardoza. Um, yeah, Cardoza was actually drafted first, but I feel like they're they're gonna have to figure out how to play with each other. I feel like they're gonna play off each other very well. Obviously, Cardoza got injured, so that sucks. Reese is already showing like that her game, her defense, her rebounding is translating. Um, and she's a good passer too. And some people are like she's gonna transition to the wing. So yeah, one of them, actually both of them, develop a three or a mid-range game. That's gonna be vital. But yeah, the high post, the low post, the passing, screening, I think you can run so many things with them, so many options, right? I think Evans, point guard, she has the reins, and I think she's gonna be the most improved player of the year. I think it's her time. She gotta go get that. But I'm excited. Wow, the Sky, obviously because of who they drafted, but more so how Teaspoon coaches. I don't think they're gonna be good for like playoffs, but at least you know who your future is and you continue to build on that future. And that's what a lot of teams that drafted high are gonna have to do. Let's see who else is on there. Oh, Marina. Yeah, Marina. I do like her game. Obviously, she came from Dallas, then, Wade you know, traded a lot for her, but I do like her game. She's gonna be creating. She's probably gonna have the ball in her hands, but also play off the ball. She can. I think she's gonna really evolve because Copper is gone, so she's gonna have to evolve big, big, big time. You know what I mean? Um. Oh, Elizabeth Williams. I think she's underrated too. She's definitely underrated. I think maybe because you know people don't know the face, right? Sometimes you're underrated because people mostly show people that got the personality or the you know flashy highlights, right? But she gets the job done. She's a good two-way player, I think. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, just work on the layups. Stop missing the layups. But I think she's underrated, like top 25 player in the league. Um, and so I'm interested to see how all those bigs play together. And I do want Angel to play in the post, but I do want to see her transition to the wing as well. Do both. Um, let's see what else. Oh, fever. Let's go to the fever because obviously a lot of people are saying Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark, double C, me. Obviously, she's a lot of people talk about Caitlin Clark effect and the draw she has, and she's amazing. A lot of people compare her to Curry. She's a great scorer, shooter, passer, playmaker. I think she's gonna lead the league in assists. Yes, I said it because um Vandersloot did with 8 assists, and I think um Caitlin Clark is gonna lead the league in assists because I don't think her points are gonna be high because I think people are gonna be very physical with her. They're gonna be like, "You're a rookie, get in the weight room, and you're not gonna score on me, and you're not," because everybody knows like if you get scored on like hey, like, you're gonna make ESPN. Like, so I think she's gonna need to really just focus on the passing more. So now you got Kelsey Mitchell, right? She's good in the pick and roll, but she also can score. You got, Smith, who's another good, front court player. And I think, man, it's crazy how many number one picks they got. They got Smith, they got Boston, and now they got Clark. It's crazy. I don't know how like could they make the playoffs? Sure, championship isn't in their future. Some people are like, can she win MVP and can Caitlin Clark do that? Win MVP in the first season? I don't think it's gonna happen. But you never know. But I don't think it's gonna happen. It's hard for guards to transition to this game. Just ask Kelsey Plum. It took her a couple years to get where she is now. But do I think, Caitlin Clark's gonna take as long as Kelsey? No. But I do think, people are gonna have to like think. Didn't she say she just want to be normal? Like people gonna have to calm down. Well, you don't have to calm down, but it's like just let her be. And the WNBA, they need to market even more players because what's gonna happen is you're gonna market Caitlin Clark, and that's all people are gonna know. And it's not gonna be for the WNBA to grow. Obviously, you need rivalries, you need stars. Caitlin Clark is a star. You need to. I feel like market two players on each team. There's only 12 teams. And market, two players on each team, and there you go. Because a lot of people, they gonna be hating. They gonna be hating on her and stuff like that. You don't want that. But yeah, Caitlin Clark, I think I wouldn't be surprised if she's averaging 9 assists, because Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, that duo is gonna be super like, oh my goodness, it's gonna be like, can it be like Kareem and Magic? Can it be like Sue Bird and Lauren Jackson? Possibly. Possibly. Can it be like Chelsea Gray and Candace Parker and Asia Wilson? It can be. Um, but the great thing is you got your core. Now you just gotta focus on that. Oh, I forgot to say with the wings, they also have the um one of the twins. Like she's like a big post player and you can't box her out and she's tough. I forgot to mention that. But I feel like the fever, they're causing a lot of people fever. Hot. Is it? I also like Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler, that's a good mentor for Caitlin Clark. Um, but yeah, I think she's gonna, yeah, quick decision maker. Caitlin Clark is, she can handle the ball. Obviously, she's gonna work on her game, but everybody knows that. Oh, Katie Luce. I'm just gonna say Katie Luce. She's another person that I feel like could play. I feel like if you could play two spots or three spots, you're very versatile. I like versatile players, so I think she's gonna do well. What team didn't we cover yet? Oh, dream, the dream got Tina Charles. I'm excited that Tina Charles has made it back to the W. She's one of the best scorers on the planet. But so she's gonna definitely improve the Atlanta Dream because they were like they had low percentage 2 pointers, like top 10 in well, not top 10, but like 10. I don't know the exact percentage, but their 2 point percentage wasn't very good. They finished like almost last. So right there, she's gonna help. She's gonna help in the half court when the game slows down. She could pick and pop. She could stretch the floor. And I remember when she had that run where every shot she was just making, and it was just crazy, right? I'm gonna be watching Chanae Parker. I really like her game. I've been watching her since she was on the Sky. I think she has a good, you know, low post game. She's a beast down low, and so I'm interested to see how her and Charles work out together. Let's see what other team I haven't covered. Oh, the Suns. Oh, I forgot. The Dream do like to play outside and in, so that's another thing, that Charles is gonna help with. Will they be very good? I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna make any noise or anything like that. But I think they're gonna definitely improve because Tina Charles is a vet. She knows how to play. She knows how to pass out of the post. It's gonna go well. And so the Suns, I really do like the whole Bonner and Alyssa Thompson, combination. I feel like Thomas, I forgot, yeah, Thomas. I feel like with her triple double success last year, I think she should have got more, attention, more press. I believe she should have won the MVP. Obviously, Breanna Stewart and Asia and you know triple double, the engine. I feel like all three of them played well for the MVP. I think with the history and the triple doubles, I just thought Thomas Thomas should get it. Especially, it's like she's playing injured and she can't really shoot, but she's just giving it her all. I'm like, what the? But oh yeah, Brianna Jones, she's back, so that's gonna be awesome. So I want to see how they adjust. They're playing with Jones. How do you guys pronounce this name? Asatu Nador. But anyway, I think I hope I pronounced that name right. But the Suns, they're very aggressive, so I want to see, how they mix in that size because they don't necessarily have wings. They have big front court players, big combo guards, but they don't have necessarily wings. But they play a lot of like three guard lineups, which you do see some teams do that when they don't have a three or a two, a shooting guard or a small forward. But hey, I like that versatility. So, oh yeah, they force a lot of turnovers, blitz ball screens. So, how their bigs play in that, kind of aggressive nature, and we're gonna see. Liberty, the Liberty. Man, the Liberty, I feel like this is the year that they need to win. They have so much talent. This is the year they need to win. And they're going to have the chemistry now. They're going to have that experience with each other. Sabrina Ionescu, obviously, you guys know she's a bucket. I feel like she definitely probably said, man, because once you go deep into the playoffs, you learn more about like what you need to work on because of how you performed. Or, but she said she was injured, but at the same time, she definitely um she wasn't a big factor in some of the games, right? So I think she's gonna come back even better because I think those experiences make you better. Stewie, she's gonna have another. I feel like Jonquel Jones and Stewart are gonna both be in the MVP conversation because how can you stop both of those powers? I mean, and Jones, she was going through stuff. Everybody was going through stuff, and then they started to get better in the second half. They got Sloop. Obviously, the backcourt leaves a lot to be desired defensively, but passing and shooting, they got that. Front court, I do like MJ. MJ from France. Man, her handles, her shooting, amazing, amazing. And I feel like, oh yeah, feel like they got the deepest team. It was like that last year. They was like the deepest. Laney, man, Laney turned herself into a player because, obviously she's always been underrated, under the radar. But, she letting people know, like, yo, look at me. I wouldn't be surprised if all of their starters are like all stars because of the play and also the votes stay in New York, you know. Laney, her defense, spectacular, spectacular, spectacular. Let's see, so I may not pronounce some of these names right, but Leonie, Lepic, they say she's a long, agile wing, shooting, playmaking, good defense in the, point of attack. And you always do need a point of attack defender, especially since, I don't think, Sloot or Breanna are like that good defensively. I may not pronounce this right. I may not pronounce this right. Evian Dopic. So anyway, I may not pronounce this name right, but she's a strong ball handler and she's able to get into the paint. And that's something that, New York doesn't do that well or that much, I should say. They also have Kennedy Burke. She's another, long wing fender. So they have a lot of depth, especially, you know, depth. They, for my opinion, is like you need to match offense for defense. So, like, okay, the starting guards may not be good defenders, but backup, players can't are. So I think that they really improved with as far as like two-way players. Like if you have an offensive, you know, three, that offensive three coming off the bench, better be, the defending to have the three, you know what I mean? But let's go to the last team, the Mystics. I think I don't this is the new era because Cloud is gone. Elena Down isn't playing. So this is Shakira Austin's team. I love Shakira Austin. Obviously, I was like, man, why she get injured? But I'm excited because this is her team now. And I feel like give her the ball. Let's see what she can do. Even if, there's some things that she's not comfortable with. Let her experience what it's like to be number one option. Number one. I love her post game. She and if you defend, she just knows how to play. She came in, she was a rookie. I was like, man, she just knows how to play. she's not forcing anything. She's making things look smooth. She getting where she fit in. You don't need to call plays for her, but yo, it's her team now, so call plays for her. That's how I feel. I want to see how Aaliyah Edwards plays. I'm rooting for her. Um, and I feel like Edwards and Austin, they can make a great front court duo. Playing off of each other, running the court. They're versatile. They can run, set screens, multiple things as bigs. Um, oh, they also have Atkins. Atkins is a good guard. Area Atkins, Brittany Sykes. Brittany Sykes, yo, she brings that defensive energy. I don't think the Mysteries are gonna be good, but I mainly just sometimes you don't really watch teams for wins or losses. Sometimes there's just a player on the team that you want to see how they develop, how they grow. And that's what I'm going to be looking at. Like rookies, that's what I'm going to be looking at. Looking how Seattle Storm, yeah, going to be looking at different, players like Evans, see how they improve. So that's what I like to do. Um, but I also like two-way players, versatile players. So that's what I look for when I'm watching basketball. Like, okay, not just who's exciting. Obviously, you want to see exciting highlights, but it's like, okay, who are those role players that like makes the team better, but they don't get enough credit? The underrated players. That's what I like to look at. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. Comment on your favorite WNBA team. What you're most excited about for this season. Shout out to Candace Parker, a legend icon. Shout out to Nike for finally announcing that Asia's getting a shoe. And, it was something else. Oh, Disney. Disney is going to be showing WNBA games. So, and you guys already know that Disney owns ESPN. So, like Disney, that's big. That's huge because kids are going to be, watching Disney and they're going to be like, hey, that game looked cool. Can we go to a game or can we watch more games when it comes on? Because, it comes on Amazon Prime, Facebook, ESPN, ABC, right? And all these other stuff. And you need more networks to show them. More fans, more exposure. Because the NFL got Nickelodeon. So, hey, you gotta, because kids are our future, guys. No. Oh, and shout out to Caitlin Clark because, getting that $28 million Nike deal, that's big. That's never happened. That is huge. So shout out to Clark. She getting that money. And she helping people. She helping girl athletes that ain't even born yet. Of course she's helping high school, college. Shout out to Juju. But she's helping girls that aren't even born yet. That's loaded. But yeah. Also tell me your guys' predictions. My prediction is the Aces three-peat. But, the Storm and Liberty, they gonna have something about it. And y'all better get that depth, Aces. Y'all better get that depth for real. Because that three-peat, it ain't gonna be easy. Kristen Bell, y'all gotta step y'all game up. But yeah, Lucy Plum, I really like her game, how she's evolved. Jackie Young. I mean, they're loaded everywhere. They're they're super loaded. It's just like crazy. Thank you guys for watching. Also, make sure you guys subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. More WNBA videos and NBA videos are on the way. Peace. And stay ballin'. This.
BG is free, back with the Mercury. Dominate with dunks in the paint. Can you score over BG? No, you can't.
No.
Point guard, Jesse Gray.